3 minutes before midnight, my phone rang and suddenly nothing in my life made sense. I was on my private jet, flying back to my hometown after a long business trip. The voice on the other end was my assistant, informing me that my wife, Rachel, was waiting for me at home. But as I walked into our bedroom, I saw something that made my heart stop. Rachel was kissing her ex-boyfriend, Alex, in our bed. I felt like I had been punched in the gut. How could she do this to me? Didn't she love me anymore? I thought we had a happy marriage, but now I realized that everything was a lie. I stood there, frozen in shock, as they continued to kiss. Then, Alex saw me and pushed Rachel away. "Liam, I can explain," Rachel said, but I didn't want to hear it. I turned around and walked out of the room, my mind racing with questions. What was going on? Why was she cheating on me? And how could she do it with her ex-boyfriend, of all people? I met Rachel 5 years ago, and it was love at first sight. We were both successful in our careers, and we shared the same values and interests. We got married a year later, and our friends and family thought we were the perfect couple. We had a beautiful home, a lovely daughter, and a great social life. But as time went on, I started to notice that Rachel was distant, always busy with work or her friends. I tried to talk to her about it, but she just brushed it off, saying she was stressed. I thought maybe I was just being paranoid, so I let it go. But now, as I stood in our bedroom, watching her kiss another man, I realized that my paranoia was justified. I felt a wave of anger and sadness wash over me. How could she do this to me? Didn't she love me anymore? I thought we had a happy marriage, but now I realized that everything was a lie. I walked out of the house, not knowing where I was going or what I was going to do. All I knew was that I needed to get away from Rachel and her infidelity. As I walked, I couldn't help but think about our marriage and how it had fallen apart. We used to be so in love, so happy. What had gone wrong? I remembered the days when we would spend hours talking, laughing, and loving each other. But now, it seemed like those days were just a distant memory. I felt a pang of sadness and regret, wondering what I could have done differently. Maybe I was too busy with work, maybe I didn't pay enough attention to her. But as I thought about it more, I realized that it wasn't just my fault. Rachel had been lying to me, cheating on me, and deceiving me. She had broken my trust, and I didn't know if I could ever forgive her. I walked for hours, trying to clear my head and process my emotions. But the more I walked, the more I realized that I needed to confront Rachel and find out the truth. I needed to know why she had cheated on me, and what she was going to do about it. So, I turned around and walked back to our house, ready to face whatever was waiting for me. As I walked back into the house, I saw Rachel and Alex sitting in the living room, looking like they were waiting for me. Rachel got up and tried to hug me, but I pushed her away. "Don't touch me," I said, my voice shaking with anger. "How could you do this to me?" I asked, looking at her with tears in my eyes. Rachel started to cry, and Alex got up and tried to leave, but I stopped him. No, you're not going anywhere, I said. You're going to stay here and explain what's going on. Alex looked at Rachel, and then back at me. Liam, I'm sorry, he said. We didn't mean to hurt you. Didn't mean to hurt me, I repeated, my voice rising. You're cheating on me with my wife, and you didn't mean to hurt me. I felt a wave of rage wash over me, and I wanted to punch Alex in the face. But I took a deep breath and tried to calm down. Just tell me the truth, I said. How long has this been going on? Rachel and Alex looked at each other, and then Rachel spoke up. It's been a few months, she said. We met at a party, and things just happened. I felt like I had been punched in the gut again. A few months. That meant that our whole marriage had been a lie. I thought about all the times Rachel had told me she loved me, all the times we had made love. It was all a lie. I didn't know what to do or say. I just stood there, feeling like my world was crumbling around me. And then, I saw something that made my blood boil. Alex was smiling at Rachel, and Rachel was smiling back at him. They were happy, happy that they had each other, happy that they had cheated on me. I felt a wave of anger and hatred wash over me, and I knew that I had to get out of there. I turned around and walked out of the house, leaving Rachel and Alex behind. I didn't know where I was going or what I was going to do, but I knew that I needed to get away from them. As I walked, I couldn't help but think about my marriage and how it had fallen apart. I thought about all the times Rachel had lied to me, all the times she had cheated on me. I thought about how I had trusted her, how I had loved her. And I realized that I deserved better. I deserved someone who would love me and respect me, someone who would never cheat on me. I walked for hours, trying to clear my head and process my emotions. But the more I walked, the more I realized that I needed to take action. I needed to divorce Rachel and move on with my life. I needed to find someone who would truly love me, someone who would never hurt me. And so, I made a decision. I would divorce Rachel, and I would start a new life. I would find someone who would love me and respect me, someone who would never cheat on me. And I would never look back. As I walked away from my marriage, I couldn't help but think about how I had been blind to Rachel's infidelity. I thought about all the times she had lied to me, all the times she had cheated on me. And I realized that I had been living in a dream world, a world where everything was perfect and happy. But now, I saw the truth. I saw that my marriage had been a lie, that Rachel had been using me for my money and my status. And I felt angry and hurt, but also relieved. I was relieved that I had finally seen the truth, that I had finally escaped from the toxic relationship. As I started my new life, I met new people and made new friends. I started to see that there were good people in the world, people who would love and respect me for who I am. And I started to heal, to move on from the pain of my past. I realized that I deserved better, that I deserved to be happy. And I started to work on myself, to become a better person. I started to focus on my career, to build a new life for myself. And I started to see that I was capable of so much more than I had ever thought possible. I was capable of loving again, of trusting again. And I was capable of finding true happiness, happiness that wasn't based on lies and deceit. As I looked back on my marriage, I realized that it had been a lesson in trust and loyalty. I had learned that trust was something that had to be earned, that loyalty was something that had to be proven. And I had learned that I deserved better, that I deserved to be loved and respected. And so, I moved on, I started a new life. I found someone who loved me for who I am, someone who respected me and trusted me. And I lived happily ever after, free from the pain of my past. In the end, I learned that true love and respect are the most important things in life. I learned that trust and loyalty are essential in any relationship. And I learned that I deserve to be happy, to be loved and respected. I hope that my story can teach you the same lesson, that you deserve to be happy and loved. Don't settle for anything less. Don't settle for a relationship that is based on lies and deceit. You deserve better. You deserve to be loved and respected. So, go out there and find someone who will love you for who you are, someone who will respect you and trust you. And always remember, you deserve to be happy.